Okay, so I'm going to call the General Committee meeting to order for October 29th. We're about 40 minutes behind, which means we're 20 minutes from game time. And I just want to go into our committee business right away. It's, as usual, the consent items. If they're held, we will be discussing them. If they're not held, they go on consent. And I'll read out each title as we go through. We're going to begin with the Executive Committee dated September 24th. We dealt with a few items for discussion that evening. We also had some requests for a expectant mother parking over at Peggy Hill team. The rest were really transit related, and North Shore Trail. We also had an update that evening on all of the city's priorities, which was provided by our city staff, and that was done in the body of the meeting. I'm going to go into each item, and then we're going to move into 5.2, which we'll be calling on Councillor Morales, Chair of our Community Safety Committee. So EC1, the street parking on Indian Arrow Road. It's approved on consent. EC2, street parking, Steele Street between Johnson Street and Penetanguishene Road. Approved on consent. Stairs from Kempenfeld Drive, sidewalk to North Shore Trail at Rodney Street. Approved on consent. EC4, four-way stop, Penville Trail and McIntyre Drive. Approved on consent. EC5, seniors and expectant mother parking pilot project, Peggy Hill Team Community Center. Approved on consent. Chair Morales, over to you.
Thank you, Mayor Nuttall. The Community Safety Committee met for the report on September 24th. At the meeting, we just basically accepted the reports from the ad hoc committees as well as the committee mandate for the Parking Ad Hoc Advisory Committee. And a shout out goes to Vice Chair Councillor Corser for chairing this meeting as well. It was a very quick meeting. We adjourned at 6:04 p.m. I am not saying there's a correlation between a 4-minute meeting and me not being present for the meeting. I'm just saying the possibility exists.
Some honesty at the table tonight, I like it. We're going to move, thank you, Councillor Morales, and thank you, Councillor Corser, for chairing that meeting. We're going to move into the staff reports, DEV 038. This is a request to rename Bursey Street Park to Charlie O'Connor Park.
Hold, please.
That's held by Deputy Mayor Thompson. DEV 040-25, the review of the controlled crosswalk, Codrington and Rodney. It's approved on consent. REC 005-25, this is 2025 Barrie Air Show.
Hold, please.
Okay, that's held by Councillor Corser. With those being the only items held, I'm going to go over to Deputy Mayor Thompson, DEV 038-25. Floor is yours. Please put the motion on the floor before doing anything with it.
Thank you, Mayor Nuttall. I'll put the motion on the floor as printed and refer it back to staff.
We have a referral motion on the floor. It's non-debatable. So I'm going to ask all those in favor to raise your hands. And it is approved. So we are done DEV 038-25. We're going to move on to REC 005-25, the 2025 Barrie Air Show. Councillor Corser.
Yes, thank you. Put the item on the floor.
Items on the floor?
Yep. Okay, thank you. I just want to say I love the air show, and the one thing I love about the air show is you don't need to buy tickets. All you need to do is look up. I think it's really inclusive to anybody who get a lot of families that can't afford a lot of things right now. That is absolutely perfect. My only question is there is a pressure on the municipal accommodation tourism tax reserve. My only question is this increase in funding, will it affect any other events supported by that?
No, we actually did a 2% increase to the MAT. It's in a very healthy territory. I think it's $1 million higher now than it was when we took office. And we have more hotel rooms coming online. If you look at the south part of the City of Barrie, you've got on what is now, I think now Harley-Davidson, maybe it's soon to be Harley-Davidson. It's already there? Perfect. Then on Harley-Davidson, we've got another 6-story hotel coming on. And I think that there's a couple of others, one over at Park Place coming, and there's another one somewhere. So I think that's in really healthy shape, and it's actually one of the good news stories about our local economy.
Okay, perfect. That's all the questions I had.
Perfect. Thank you, Councillor Corser. Are there any other questions or comments before I forgive me? And I'm first going to say thank you to everyone who's joined us this evening, who was part of the air show. Obviously, those who serve our country and also come and bring the entire weekend to us, provide all the support services from Base Borden, ensure that we are able to have a successful air show. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who've come out this evening and for all of your support for the City of Barrie. Our residents love this, and it's a unique opportunity where our military, our armed forces can have that really close interaction with our population, our citizenry in this city. And seeing some of the ground vehicles, obviously what was happening in the air, it is just so unique and so wonderful for the people of our city. And our downtown, I see Craig here, it has a massive, massive implication for downtown, supporting, helping ensure that our local economy is strong. And it doesn't happen with just Base Borden or just the City of Barrie or just the County of Simcoe who provides the airport or just Barrie Fire. It takes a whole bunch of folks coming together to put on what is a world-class air show at this point. And so there's some increased funding associated with this. I think it's money well spent. Quite frankly, if I was allowed to choose the number, it'd probably be even higher because I like those big toys that fly in the air. But with all joking aside, I think that Barrie Council stepped up a couple of years ago to partner with Borden, and you've done an incredible job. And I'm so glad we put the faith in your team, and that includes our honorary colonels who are in the room as well. With that, I'm going to invite, out of what is allowed in this chamber, I'm going to invite our honorary Colonel Hay down, and you are bringing somebody with you, Mr. Cunningham, I believe, and you wanted to just say a couple of words quickly. I understand. I was told you love baseball, so.
Yeah, that's good timing. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thanks, Mayor Nuttall, and thank you for council. I stood up here, I think, a year or maybe 2 years ago, and I talked about council being bold. And I'm standing up here again and saying the same thing as be bold. We do this air show. This will be upcoming our 7th show, and it continues to grow and get better and better and better. This past year, we had some difficulty, but we got through it, and we still had 90,000 people down on the weekend. It's considered with the International Conventions of Air Show that a large show is 35,000 people. We were last year 90,000. The year before, we were 140,000. So it just shows you, and I'm going to echo your words about the greatest free show on earth. That's what I call the Barrie Air Show, is the greatest free show on earth. So thank you for that. And I wanted to just mention, I wanted to bring our 16 wing, our RCAF, into the room and just make sure we appreciate the connection with Base Borden and our community with how this show gets put on. And we brought in the room, I just wanted to acknowledge that our team is here, our 16 wing commander, which is Wes Cunningham, and we have the SIF State Lieutenant Colonel, I should know this because he's my Dave Letelier. He's gonna tune me for that. Chief Comden is here also. We have our 400 Squadron Lieutenant Colonel Lemieux. He's always so great because he brings that Griffin helicopter to us, which is wonderful at the show. We appreciate it. And his Chief Lamontagne is here also. Kevin Brown, Tech Services, who is kind of the put together for the show from the base, is here from Tech Services. Okay, who did I miss? Anybody? Rick Kurtzer is our base connection. One of the most important people that is not in the room tonight is Lyle Holbrook. He's Lieutenant Colonel, and he is our air boss. Without the air boss, we do not do this show. So it's incredibly important. I want to also thank the County of Simcoe, the airport. Without Lake Simcoe Airport, we can't do it. The Drum Brothers are amazing. Thank you very much. The BIA, Craig, Rebecca, Stephanie, we can't do without them. Steve Rickalis, can't just that doesn't happen. They do a great show down there. Barrie Police, County of Simcoe Paramedics, and Barrie Fire, which are in the room, which we are so happy that they're here. Thank you for that. And City Marina, Comms, Parks, and all of our volunteers, especially our committee that puts this on. There are a lot of volunteers. Jen Goodfellow, John Armstrong, my son Zach, all part of just putting it all together. And our events staff, which is, big and important here, which is Ashley, Nicole, Ali, Aaron, and a big shout out who's not here to Krista Netsch, who is so important. But without that, I would like to just let the wing commander just say a few words about our connection with the city.
Thank you, Your Worship and Council. My name is Colonel Wesley Cunningham. I've recently posted in as the 16 Wing Commander here, and I do feel a little self-conscious representing the wing when it was my predecessor, Colonel Gabe Doré, who did the work and led the team where this is concerned. We did note representatives here from CFB Borden, 400 Squadron, and CIFS-8, the Canadian Forces School, Aerospace Technology and Engineering, the largest training establishment in the Air Force right here in your backyard in Borden. Thank you very much for what you've done and the support that you've provided here. I'm a maintenance officer and have been for 30 years, and I tell my folks that the aircraft run on aviation fuel and hydraulic fluids in the field, but here they run on personalities and relationships. And as we recognize 110 years of partnership between CFB Borden and Barrie, very much appreciate all that has been done here. It is important for us as members of the Canadian Armed Forces here to keep this relationship strong and to continue to move forward proudly together with the service, with the community and the people that we serve. And the fact that Borden and Barrie have such a close relationship allows us to recognize who it is that we serve every day. So on behalf of the base commander, on behalf of myself as the wing commander, thank you for your support, and I absolutely look forward to continuing this relationship into the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Cunningham, and thank you to the entire team. We'll call the vote on the item because I don't think there's any more to say. At least there wasn't before that, so hopefully there's nothing after that. Or Wayne's going to pay for it tomorrow. So I'll call the vote. All those in favor of the air show next year? And that's approved. I've never seen Wayne fly so fast. You did that? We're into inquiries. Is there any inquiries tonight of our staff? I'm seeing none. Announcements. Are there any announcements? I've got Councillor Rietma.
I realize that I'm under some time pressure. But just very briefly, a couple of weeks ago, the Lake Simcoe Region Conservation Authority held their awards night, and we gave out a lot of awards, but 3 of them came to this area. The first one was to the City of Barrie itself. Our engineering department putting litter traps in catch basins and catching litter. The second award went to the Rotary Club of Barrie Huronia for pollinator work that they were doing and some fish habitat. And the third went to the Youth for Lake Simcoe, which is based here in Barrie. Zoe Bystroff and her group, they've collected, I don't know how many bags of garbage out of the, on the beaches and around Lake Simcoe. So congratulations to all the winners, and particularly our own award that we got. So thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you so much for bringing that. And I know we're all going to watch a baseball game, but Zoe, we have, what is the machine called at the marina that does the trash cleanup? What's it called?
I think it's a trash gator or something like that.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It was actually her idea. She brought it in to us, and that's how we got that pilot project started. I'm such a huge fan of Zoe. She's doing some great work. Before I get in trouble with my council, I'm going to get through the announcements and finish the meeting here. So on October 22nd, MP Broussard marked a significant milestone, and that was 10 years as serving as a member of parliament here for Barrie and Innisfil. And over the past decade, MP Broussard has worked tirelessly to represent his constituents and contribute to the betterment of our city and our nation. And I just wanted to wish him a congratulations and gratitude for the commitment, leadership, and service to this community and certainly to Innisfil as well. I know how hard a job he has, and thankful that he does it. The City of Barrie was recently recognized as Communities in Bloom National and International Symposium and Award Ceremonies. Barrie received the Healthier Livable Cities Award, a 5 Blooms Gold rating, and a special mention for Barrie's ice storm tree recovery efforts. Congratulations to all who helped Barrie to shine. And Councillor, thank you for representing us, and I understand you met with some of our friends out there as well and saw Mayor Davis and others at the event. Good, good. The curbside battery collection returns from November 3rd to 7th. Residents are encouraged to dispose of their batteries to the city's collection week. The collected batteries are sent for processing to separate and recycle the various components. And for information, you can go to barrie.ca/battery collection week. Reminder to council that those in attendance that you're required to vacate the council chambers no later than 15 minutes following adjournment of this meeting, as is the new rules for the chamber. And we're going to go into the circulation list for October the 8th, the 15th, the 22nd, the 29th. I'm seeing none, so I'm going to adjourn the meeting at 7:56, and you have 4 minutes to get home, so don't speed, or I'll tell the police.